Hey people, it's NIyas talking. This is another Black Inventors video. So this is from CNN, and I'm going to put some more sources in the description. Meet the engineer behind NASA's robotic arms for Mars. Standing at the porch of his house in Ghana as a young boy, Ashitey Trebi Ollenu was fascinated by the planes that flew in and out of the airport. But his dreams were not to be a pilot. His imagination was more unique than that. He envisioned a future where robots would fly the planes. I was fascinated by replacing human pilots with computers. I was very interested in that as a young kid. Many years after that, the young dreamer has surpassed his imagination. He is now a lead engineer on InSight, NASA's spacecraft, which recently landed on Mars. He is in charge of the mission's robotic arm mechanism. What does the robotic arm do? The goal of InSight is to understand how planets are formed, but to do so, there is need to look deep beneath the surface. You have to look at the core of the planet, says Ollenu, Instrument Deployment Systems lead on InSight. InSight's robotic arm will place scientific instruments of the InSight lander onto the surface. Our responsibility is to pick up the instruments that the scientists are going to use to examine the planets hundreds of millions of miles away, Ollenu said. The arm, more than 5 feet 9 inches, 1.8 meters long, has a camera attached that will provide 3D color views of the landing site. It is designed to place the seismometer on the surface and position the heat flow probe, a mold that can burrow 16 feet 5 meters into the ground. It will take 2 to 3 months for InSight's robotic arm to set the mission's instrument on the surface. For now, the robotic arm will be taking pictures of Mars. We're going to take a selfie of the land, Ollenu told CNN via Skype. We're going to take the imagery of the workspace, and we're going to start planning on how to get the instrument to the surface. The engineer majored in avionics at the Department of Aeronautical Engineering, Queen's Mary College, University of London, and then obtained a PhD in Control Systems Engineering at Cranfield University in the United Kingdom. He then moved to the US to do further research in robotics at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh. This is my fifth mission landing on Mars. I've been working on Mars for like 20 years now. His formal projects on Mars includes the 2003 Mars Exploration Rover, Phoenix Mars Lander of 2007, Mars Science Laboratory in 2011, and the 2016 InSight Mars Lander. Ollenu has obtained numerous awards and recognition for his works, some of which includes the 2008 NASA Experimental Exceptional Engineering Achievement Medal for his contribution to the Mars Exploration Rover mission, and the 2010 Specialist Silver Award from the Royal Aeronautical Society in the UK. But he's not slowing down anytime soon. Ollenu's drive is to advance human knowledge. One of the things that people forget is that prehistoric times across the continent of Africa, Europe, and Asia, our forefathers looked at the heavens and mapped the constellations. And what did they do with them? They created calendars so they can know when to harvest, when to plant. They just looked up into space, and then they did all this mapping. He said, humans always look to the heavens to gain knowledge and use that knowledge to make life a little better, and that's exactly what we do at NASA, said Ollenu. That's exactly what InSight is going to do. Ollenu says that he believes he's lucky to have a solid academic foundation in Ghana Senior High Technical School, a science and technology-oriented high school in Takoradi. There you get to do a lot of homework, metalwork, engineering, drawing, so that kind of gives you a very good balance, and a lot of science as well, he said. Africa has been, forget that bit, let's just keep going. Inspiring the next generation. Back home, he's also inspiring generations of young scientists and innovators through the Ghana Robotic Academy Foundation. Founded in 1991, the non-profit organization encourages school kids to engage in applied science by running hands-on robotic workshops and competitions throughout the country. We try to apply theory and put it into practice. So we take the theories that the kids are learning in school, and then we use it to teach them how to program, and they can see that science is not just about theory, he said. The outcome is massive. Some of the kids have competed in international robotic competitions like the World Robotics Olympiad and RoboFest, where they're encouraged to sharpen their skills in computer science, technology, engineering, and maths. Ollenu says he does not believe that any child does not understand maths. I don't think anybody is born a natural scientist, he says. He encourages kids to put in work to achieve their dreams. If they have the passion for something, they have to pursue it. Using soccer as example, the engineer says youth practice soccer for hours in the day to become stars. He enjoys them to invest the same equivalent of time to their passions in order to excel. It's kind of ironic that they think they'll have to practice soccer for hours and they have to do maths for 30 minutes, he says. The engineer says his success is down to his parents, who he says providing him the right avenue to study. My mom was a teacher, my dad was an economist. They really encourage you to study, he says. Most people think that school does everything, but you need a balance of the home and school to get a very good education. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. Please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. I'm going to leave other articles in the description. If you'd like to support this channel, leave my GoFundMe in the description. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll leave it there as well. And I'll leave if you want to buy one of my t-shirts, I'll leave that link in the description as well. Peace.